Hi, it's Tara Green, and I have to backtrack a bit from yesterday, July 27th, because I was really in such a foggy dreamscape all day because of that Jupiter and Capricorn sextile Neptune and Pisces exact aspect. You've probably been feeling it too. So let's go back. The moon is in Scorpio, 27th, 28th into the 29th, and that's the most intense, the deepest, the most shadowy, bringing up the shadows, the psyche, the revenge, the jealousy, the planning, the controlling, all that snarky Scorpio kind of obsessive stuff. Okay, now, so that's, and I always warn that people usually have fights during Scorpio moon times because all those shadows are really coming up. Now, backtracking here, Scorpio moon squared the sun on Monday, Jupiter sextile Neptune and Pisces. That's a very big dreamy aspect. It can be very positive, very creative for anybody who's a creative type. It's very psychic. You could be feeling overwhelmed psychically, emotionally, empathetically, because you're picking up everybody's emotions. And that's going to be in effect for a while because those are the two major planets. Now, a couple of other aspects here with Venus. Venus in conjunct Jupiter and Capricorn. Venus in Gemini is very chatty, flirty, light, and Jupiter in Capricorn is very serious. So kind of like the showgirl and the prince there. They don't usually get along. Of course, in the modern fairy tales, they do. Venus in Gemini squares Neptune and Pisces. Again, Venus is considered to be what they call the lower octave or the human octave of love, and Neptune is the higher octave. So when Neptune was discovered and they didn't know what to do with it, modern astrology made it the higher octave of Venus and the modern ruler of Pisces, whereas Jupiter is actually the traditional ruler. So lots of talking, lots of dreaming, lots of sensuality, lots of flirtiness, lots of your mind's all over the place, kind of, and that's okay. You can juggle all kinds of different realities, non-realities, dreams. The Scorpio moon also in conjunct Chiron and Aries. So again, there's that serious defensiveness. I don't want to feel those wounds. But the more you negate them and reject them, the stronger they get. Now, Mercury also squares Mars in Aries. Mercury in Cancer wants to be very nurturing and sensitive and what ails you and how can I help you? But Mars in Aries might be in denial and want to be on to the next thing and angry. Again, defensiveness, and that's, Mars in Aries. Mars is in its home sign. It also rules Scorpio, so people might be feeling a lot more energized, intense, angry, reactive for the next few days anyway. Now, Moon opposes Uranus and Taurus in the evening, and that kind of just sets the unexpected edge to it all. So here we are on the 28th now. Okay, the Moon, again, in conjunct Mars and Aries. So all these personal planets being kind of in not good aspects with each other is kind of a hard thing. Again, that's frustration, anger, 4:18 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Moon in Scorpio, trines Mercury in Cancer in the morning as well. So you may find yourself talking in your sleep a lot. You might be hatching some deep, intense plans for how to get something under control under this aspect. Mercury in Cancer is very kind of soft and gentle and receptive, and the Moon in Scorpio is also water, but much more invasive, let's put it that way. Scorpio moon sextiles Jupiter and Capricorn. Again, good for hatching a business plan, taking a business meeting, beginning to find some practical solutions there. And then the Scorpio moon trines Neptune and Pisces. So be very careful that you're not kind of walking around dreaming or projecting I'm in love with love, there's my next victim, I'm taking a few hostages here. How can I get back at this person? Really planning, negative hexes and stuff like that. Think about the final cause. Neptune and Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so it's kind of like, where is this going to end me up? What is the karmic debt I'm going to have to pay? Scorpio moon in conjunct Venus and Gemini. Again, we're back to these personal planets interplaying. Again, the deep emotional thrust doesn't go with the light as air kind of Venus and Gemini chatty talk thing. So you want to go deep into the underworld, but nobody else wants to go with you. Scorpio moon also sextiles Pluto in Capricorn and Saturn in Capricorn, and that's later in the afternoon. Again, this is a grounding aspect, the grounding of the water, but could be feeling like you're sinking into quicksand or going down a deep hole. because those are heavy. You know, Scorpio, Pluto, they were the planets that really triggered the COVID-19. They are famous throughout history for plagues and connection to rats and things like that over the years, and also government breakdowns. So, you know, all the chaos in the news these days, that's probably just going to get more revengeful and nasty, and people hitting back at each other, and there's lots of jealousy and kind of that kind of the heavy dark side of Scorpio, right? But it could be good to really use your X-ray vision to see through what's really going on at the higher echelons. Now, the moon also goes void, of course. There you can see that 9:01 p.m. That's in Pacific Daylight Time, and that doesn't happen until the next day on the 29th of July. I can jump ahead as well to the moon still in Scorpio, sextiling Saturn in Cancer on Wednesday. Hey, let's get a prequel. And then the moon is again there, void, of course. So again, Scorpio, Capricorn, feminine, water, earth goes well together. Good to, again, make some grounded plans, get some good solid work done. And then the moon really shifts energy as it moves into Sagittarius, which is fire, optimistic, very honest, transparent, seeking higher cosmic realities, wisdom, education, justice. And then the moon makes these nice trines to the sun in Leo and to Chiron in Aries. So those are good honesty about where you're vulnerable, what you're defensive about, helps build intimacy. And then the moon in conjuncts Uranus and Taurus. So there's a lot of in conjuncts these days. Again, but the moon in Sag is always progressive, actually. So that sextile to Uranus and Taurus might be where Taurus likes to drag its heels. Uranus and Taurus rules the stock market, of course. So again, the tech market is probably up at this point, but there could be some news about international business resistance going down. Okay, so if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarottarot.com. Find me on my blog at infinitynow.wordpress.com. Please subscribe to me here on YouTube. And if you want to get in touch with me again, tarottarot.com. Sending blessings.